Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another MAMJ Let's Play of Grotesque Beauty. I feel like this is going to be the finale because we are going back into the house to fight whatever that demon thing was because we're stupid. No, we're trying to make sure that it doesn't happen for anybody else in the future, which is a noble effort, but it's not one that I want to do. I want somebody else to take care of it, so yeah, I'm a big baby. Let's see what happens. We walked back to the house and returned to the scene of our nightmare. The place was quiet. We half expected the monster to be lying in wait, ready to jump us at any moment. Evidently, it didn't expect our return. We may have this to our advantage. Where do you think it went? It probably didn't expect us to return, so maybe it went back inside the painting. What for? Maybe it needs to recover it there, I don't know. Let's look around just a little bit more to make sure the place is safe. Or we could set it on fire. We scout out the ground floor, moving from room to room. After a quick scan, it was clear that this level was empty. It's not here. Let's keep quiet. Just because we can't see it doesn't mean it's far away. Okay, how are we gonna do this? The kitchen. We can set it on fire. Set the kitchen on fire? You go put the stove on and get a fire going. I'll go get the painting. Sure thing. Oh, this is a bad idea. Anita darted to the kitchen, energized by the prospect of defeating the monster. I ambled to the painting. Its frame glistened with the light of a different world. Carefully, I lifted it from the wall. It was a little heavier than I expected. Its size made it more awkward to carry to the kitchen. My view was mostly obscured whilst carrying the large frame, and I had to be extra careful not to bump into anything. A hissing sound from the other room indicated to me that a fire was ready. It's not gonna go that easy, I promise you. I sidle into the kitchen. Is that supposed to be slide or is that actually sidle? And Anita rushed over to help me carry the painting. I looked over to the stove and saw that they were all on at full blast. So you came back. You couldn't just help yourself, could you? As beautiful as I remember. Free to walk back into the jaws of death. It seemed you were drawn to me. Is that an art joke? 'Cause you're a painting? No? Okay. If you desire your end that much, then allow me to oblige. Uh-oh. It rushed forward and plucked Anita into the sky. I stepped forward, but a flailing arm knocked me backwards. The painting flew out of my arms. Anita let out a pained squeal. The creature focused all her malice on her and threatened to rip her apart. I had to act fast. Ooh. I don't know. I don't think the painting's gonna... If the painting was that big of an issue, I think she would have come to us. You know, come at me, bro. So let's save Anita. I have to help Anita. That thing is going to kill her. With the painting held aloft like a prehistoric weapon, I charged at the beast that held my friend captive. A primal yell burst out of my lungs as adrenaline kicks in. With rage-enhanced strength, I smashed the painting across the creature's back. Oh, you like WWE style just hit it with the painting. Repeatedly, I launched an assault on the thing until it released Anita and turned its focus swiftly onto me. It was not impressed and showed no signs of damage. No masses damage, huh? In response, the creature snatched the painting away from me and delivered a brutal blow to my chest, sending me flying backwards. I bent over from the pain, tears stinging my eyes. The creature tossed the painting aside and marched towards me. See, I don't think the painting is gonna do it. At least I don't think so. Or it's just focused on killing us and it's not really that worried. Or maybe it doesn't know that the painting could. It's too late now. I am being attacked. I glanced up as it loomed in the center of my view. To the side, I could see Anita. She was too dazed on the ground. On the other side, I saw the painting. I knew I had to go to one of them. Oh God, you're gonna make me do this over and over again, aren't you? Let's get the painting. The creature's focus is on us, so let's get the painting. The painting. I need to destroy it. Scrambling back to my feet, I made a beeline for the painting. The beast took a swipe at me, but I was able to duck out of its reach in time. However, I over-exaggerated the action and catch my shoulder against something hard. I spin out of control and tumbled to the floor. My head bounced off the ceramic tiles. Stars filled my vision as I tried to blink my eyes clear. I glanced up to reorientate myself. The painting lay right beside me. Catching my breath, I jumped back to my feet and picked the picture up. At this point, I had foolishly turned my back to the creature. Thumping footsteps on the ceramic floor told me that the beast had begun to charge. I spun around, instincts taking control. I saw the whites of the creature's eyes as it bolted towards me. Are we dead? I was right in a collision course with the raging beast. In that split second, I held the painting up in front of me as a protective shield, bracing for the impact. But the mighty collision never came. Instead, a soft force pushed against this painting and nothing more. Did we trap it? Maybe? I waited for a little for the true brunt to arrive, but still it didn't come. Finally, I lowered my guard and peeked over the frame to see what had happened. The creature was nowhere in sight. I gasped in surprise. This was another unexpected turn of events in a night full of surprises. I scanned the room for the creature's whereabouts, but no sign of it showed. An unnatural light suddenly caught my attention. It was focused on the wall in front of me, reflected from a source perpendicular to it. I turned to follow the origin of the light and realized it was coming from the painting. I peered inside the canvas, and something terrible stared right back at me. Please don't be Anita. Oh, it's not Anita. The creature snarled within the painting. Somehow it had vanished inside the painting as I held it in front of the creature's charge. Even in its two-dimensional form, its fear struck fear into my bones. The thing shrieked bloody vengeance, and the picture frame shook as if eager to release the creature back out. I knew the portal would not hold on for long. The painting must be destroyed whilst that thing was still inside. Interesting. Ooh, I'm gonna save it. Interesting. Oh, I didn't think this was gonna work. Should we burn it? Burning it might release it, right? Because like there's some kind of trigger to this thing going in and out of the realms. I'm gonna knife it. And see what it does. It's a little bit more of a violent option, but yeah, let's do it. The painting must be torn apart. It was clear that this thing was not natural. I didn't want to chance it being resistant to fire. Because like, what if like it releases it and there's nothing left to trap it after? The picture's gone, the frame's gone, and we're screwed. You know what I mean? With the creature trapped inside, I felt sure the portal could be sealed by shredding the canvas. Just run it through a paper shredder. I hurried to the kitchen, keeping the painting in tow, and dug around for knives. Ripping open a drawer, I spilled onto the floor an arsenal of sharp blades. Drawer, probably, but that's fine. I grabbed one that looked like a part and hacked at the painting, stabbing a knife deep into the canvas and dragged the edge across the surface. I tore strips of canvas and tossed them to the side. A few more slices were cut free when a light radiated from the other world. A hand reached out and grabbed me by the wrist. The portal entrance glowed as the upper body of the creature emerged. It refused to give up so easily and kept a firm grip on me. A shocked gasp escapes me. I turned my knife from the painting onto the creature, cutting the hand and tearing away the bloody flesh. The creature let out a pained shriek but did not relent. I thrust the blade forcefully at the demon's wrist, aiming to hack it off completely. Footsteps came rushing behind me as Anita came to help. She picked up a knife from the floor to join me in the hacking off of the creature's limb. A monstrous hand disappeared into the painting. Although its surface was now in patches, the area left intact still functioned perfectly. I tried to warn Anita but could not get the words out fast enough. Uh-oh! Behind her, where a fragment of the painting had been cut away, a hand emerged. A light glinted in its hand, the sharp edge of a knife. Before I could react, the hand punched the knife into Anita's back. Ooh, she let out a soundless gasp. The knife cut into her again. No. I ran over to fend the creature off. The hand disappeared once more. Oh no, it can like jump to different pieces now. Oh, this isn't good. Blood decorated Anita's side. I cradled my friend and cried for her to respond. All she did was stare vacantly into the distance. Instantly, I knew that she was gone. Anita, no! I wept with her in my arms. It was not supposed to be like this. Everything had gone so wrong. From the corner of my eye, something shimmered. A reflective surface revealed to me the hand holding a knife. Danger flared, and I spun around only to witness the knife plunge between my ribs. The demon bellowed a mocking sound. The knife twisted, ripping open my wound. Blood ran freely like a crack in a dam. The creature pulled the instrument free, spilling a pool of blood onto the ceramic floor. I felt the life force flow out of me. The world around me grew a little dimmer. The creature pulled itself out of the painting, knife still in hand. I watched helplessly as it marched up to me. It lifted my head, exposing my neck. The blade shone with an eerie light. Like an executioner, the creature pressed the edge into my throat and freed my head from my body. Freedom! Oh god, oops, that's not good. Guessing that's not a good ending, is it? Okay, I'm glad I saved it, because I was like, I'm not 100% sure. Cutting room. Ah, nice. I don't know what the right thing to do is, so I thought maybe since we were like so focused on fire that like it was going to be the bad option. Apparently not. I don't even know if burning is going to do anything. We could have done bad things all around, to be honest with you. There could be an entire sequence of things that I'm doing wrong. But we're going to go ahead and load up and we'll see what happens when we burn the painting. Maybe something good will happen. Burn it. I looked up at the stove. All of them were turned on at maximum power. The flames beckoned to be fed. This was the best solution to destroy the painting once and for all. I hurried over to the fire, ready to hoist the canvas in. Hello, hand! As the wooden frame left my hand, something reached out of the painting and grabbed me by the wrist. I let out a yell. The painting land in the fire and quickly lights up, okay? The portal entrance glowed as the upper body of the creature emerged. Can I just say that since there's typos in these endings, I feel like they're not as important. Like maybe the true ending gets like super intricately woven and I'm just like, no, this is a stupid thing. Why would anybody do this? And I'm just rolling with it. It refused to give up so easily and kept a firm grip on me. Suddenly, a blinding light erupted and the demon was engulfed in a blazing inferno. The thing howled like a wounded animal, but it still held tight to my wrist. I'll kill you, I'll kill you, I'll kill you. The creature repeated this threat over and over like it was placing a curse on me. The demon pulled at my wrist, attempting to drag me into the fiery hell that was consuming it. I wrestled to free myself, but it would not relent. The flesh where the creature touched burned. The pain traveled up my arm, withering away at my resistance. I let out a scream. Help me! The sound of footsteps came running behind me. Anita came and took my free arm. She pulled as a tug of war between her and the demon unfolded, splitting me right in half. I let out a cry as I felt the searing grip melt the skin on my wrist. Blood oozed out of the open wound. Anita cried in her desperation, fighting hard to save me. Rachel, no, I won't let you take her. Through my tears, I saw the light from the other side of the painting glow. As the painting burned, the light coming from the portal began to fade. It was closing up. Come on, Rachel, fight back! Fight back! I tried, but no matter how hard I tried, the creature's grip was unbreakable. I felt myself slipping away, giving in to the surmounting pain. I glanced over my shoulder to Anita. Get out of here, you idiot! There was no sound. I didn't scream. I didn't scream as the creature wrenched me free of Anita's grasp. I saw Anita's tears evaporate in the air as I was swallowed up by the painting. Oh, we're in. Whoops! The sound of the roaring fire was suddenly extinguished. The painting had completely burned up, sealing the portal doorway with me on the wrong side. The world was plunged into shadow. No light illuminated this world, save for a pair of glowing eyes that burned with hatred. So it's like Kingdom Hearts, huh? We're on the wrong side, though. Is that... Oh, that is the end! Huh. Well? So what can we do? I don't want to go through too many options because like they did ask for some of these to be open-ended. So I'm kind of curious. I want to do at least maybe straight up burning the painting, but I feel like it's going to give the creature no way to go back, you know, like that's what I'm worried about. I think I can skip. There we go. Nice. I like that. I like that function a lot. I don't like that face too much. Forgot that was a thing. Okay, throw it straight into the fire. Just throw. Oh God, I'm skipping stuff apparently. No, wait. Okay. Whew. I don't know what happened in between because I didn't think it was going to keep skipping after I chose, but I think we're okay now. It's probably not that important. I probably just ran. Anita's dead, you know, but we don't know that, or who knows, whatever. Anyways, embers danced on its surface as soon as it was glowing an iridescent color. The room trembled with a terrible scream. The monster thrashed about in some distress. Is it really this easy? It cursed as it flailed. It cursed and flailed as it staggered around the room. All of a sudden, a bright light flashed as it burst into flames. It can't be that easy, right? Come on! The creature was a walking fireball. All the while it was still clinging to Anita, she let out a weak cough. Her body was burning from the monster's touch. Oh! The creature's scream grew more terrifying. It was completely engulfed in flames. It dropped Anita and charged through the house. Danger flared up in me. I noticed the other pockets of fire lighting up around us. The whole house was catching fire. The rampaging demon saw to it that the place would go down in smoke. Ooh. Okay, let's take Anita and run. Anita was my top priority. I dashed over to her. Are you all right? Anita coughed uncontrollably for a while. We need to get out of here. Can you stand? I think so. Just help me up. What happened to the painting? Also fire. It's burning. Don't worry. She glanced over to the painting to confirm this for herself. We can hear the creature rampaging in the living room. A warm glow radiated from the door, indicating other parts of the house was catching fire. The building creaked as the foundation started to warp under the heat. Come on, let's get the hell out of here. I hope we have insurance. Anita slung an arm around my shoulder for support. She continued to cough as we staggered for the exit. Plumes of smoke masked our vision. The heat stung our eyes and the oxygen was burning up. This place became a death trap. The longer we stayed, our chance of escape dwindled. As we approached the end of the hallway, a silhouette emerged out of the fire. The creature cut in between us and the exit. In the fiery inferno, the creature's menacing eyes burned more intense. Patches of its skin had burned away, a warning of what would happen if we remained here. Little insects, you think you're very clever, don't you? You don't get to leave here. This burning hell will be your tomb. It lurched forward, challenging us. There was no way around it. Go back! We turned clumsily back for the kitchen, Anita hobbling awkwardly. We could circle around to the living room. If the creature followed behind us, we could rotate the other way and reach the front door. I helped Anita as we made it into the living room. We didn't get far when the monster cut us off yet again. It was too smart to be caught out like that. We backpedaled and retreated to the kitchen. The monster rushed in from the other side, making sure we wouldn't try getting around it again. We were cornered. Our end felt inevitable as it closed in on us. What do we do now? Right beside us, the painting lay on the stove. I dragged it down, stamping out the fire. What are you doing? I don't know. Maybe we can use this. Okay, save. Definitely save. I'm gonna attack it with the painting because we trapped it in there once. The creature advanced. It didn't take long for it to be right on top of us. It didn't really burn too much, did it? I lifted the painting up over my head and charged at it. Using the painting like a shield, I threw my weight against the monster. Shockwaves traveled through me as I collided into it. I didn't wait for a response. Anita, get out of here! Oh, okay. I brought the painting back and cracked it over the beast. It lifted a protective arm as I continued pummeling it. Anita scrambled to my side, refusing to surrender to her injury as she grabbed the chair to join me. She rammed the feet of the chair into the body of the creature. I was thankful for her help. I was beginning to feel weak from the lack of oxygen. Still, we fought on. We were running on fumes, as is the house. The creature let out a bellow and lashed back. Its anger erupted like a volcano. As if it had suddenly had enough of toying with us, it ripped our weapons from our hands and tossed them to the side. The beast delivered a blow to each of us, sending us crumpling to the floor. I struggled to breathe. The exertion had depleted the last of what little energy I had left in me. Well, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. Without warning, I was lifted high above the creature. Its tendrils danced around me in rhythm to the flames. I saw a claw beneath me. A flash of light zipped across, then the pain spread across my stomach. I felt light all of a sudden. Somewhere Anita was screaming. My abdomen tore open. A gasp spews out of me as I feel the weight of something spill out of me. I opened my eyes and witnessed the horror of what had happened. Oh God. In my hands was something warm and wet. The hair on the back of my neck pricked up. I could hardly believe my eyes. Part of me was trying to sense what was cradled in my arms, to give it any other meaning besides reality. A deep hole was ripped in my abdomen where my guts poured out. My arms were the only things keeping them from spilling all over the floor. The creature did not relent. It demanded more. It held me down and began pulling apart. Oh ho ho ho! I feel the sinews that tied me together snap apart. There was no resistance. My body snapped in two. I heard my innards splatter on the ground. The pain was all too much. The overwhelming sensation built up until I no longer felt anything at all. The world became numb, and everything receded as if the black mist was filling the room. Satisfied with its work, the creature let me drop. It turned and marched towards Anita. She screamed, and I let out a final cry. The sound of my body. So too does my last slither of life. Okay. Well then, maybe the painting wasn't the best idea. That's what I'm getting from that one. Split. Oh, game developer. You had fun with naming these endings, didn't you? Oh, man. So what? Okay. I was sure that painting was going to work because we tried to block and it went in. So what's the difference? Or are we just stupid and we use like the backside of the painting to hit it with? I don't know. It also didn't look like it was very damaged. So hopefully it's okay. I don't know if hiding inside the painting is a good idea. We already put Anita in there once, and it did not turn out too well. We should go into the painting. Are you mad? We have nowhere else left to run. That thing has us cornered. If we stay here, we won't last long. The only safety left is inside this painting. That thing won't be able to get us from there. What are you saying? It's pretty much imprisonment. How do we know we'll be able to get out of it? Face it, we're dead if we don't. I don't like this any more than you do, but we have a chance of survival. But can we get back out? I don't know. That thing came out of it before, maybe we can too. Walls of fire enclosed us and licked at our heels. The creature seemed unfazed and stood there waiting for our next move. Okay then, I'll do it. Good. This seems bad. This seems like a bad idea, but maybe that's why it's gonna work. I lowered the painting to the floor. The surface of the portal shimmered. Anita stepped in first, her feet disappearing like she was dipping into an opaque pool. I watched as she jumped all the way in, vanishing to the floor. Debris continued to fall. I took one last look at the creature. It still didn't move. The portal swirled beneath me. Staring into it gave me a sense of vertigo. Who knew where this thing led, but wherever it is, it had to be better than this. No, it doesn't. I closed my eyes and jumped forward. It's like Mario 64, but, you know, demonic. My body wrestled with the confusion of falling for a prolonged period of time. I fled about trying to find out which way is up. Soon enough, I land on top of Anita on steady ground. The portal was still visible from this side. The edges of the portal glistened and began to shrink. Strangely, it conjured up an image of a body bag being zipped closed. As quickly as the thought had left me, the portal had vanished and the world descended into darkness. Anita got to her feet and looked at me quizzically. I didn't say a word. There was nothing I could say. We were in a new world now. None of us knew what path lay before us. We turned our attention to our new landscape and peered into the dark. This doesn't seem like a good idea. Still, I'm just saying. Oh, that's just the ending. Okay. Because I mean, wasn't that the ultimate goal? Was the creature getting us into the painting? So I don't even know if jumping in or putting just Anita in is gonna do anything. I'm gonna give it one more try, but that's gonna be the last ending I'll actually attempt in general and for this Let's Play, because again, I don't want to eliminate too many things. So let's do this one and see what happens. Anita, jump inside. What? Are you crazy? It's not safe here. We're cornered with nowhere left to go. The only safety is left inside the painting. Yeah, that thing won't be able to get you. Okay. How will we be able to get out? Won't be able to get trapped. Oh, I'll be out here. As long as I'm on the outside, I won't let the portal close on you. Okay. You're injured right now. It's going to be impossible to get you out of here. Inside the painting, I'll be able to smuggle you to safety. Alright then. I trust you have a plan. I kinda get it. I lowered the painting to the floor. The surface of the portal shimmered. Anita stepped in, her feet disappearing like she was disappearing into an opaque pool. Got it. Watch as she jumped in, vanished into the floor. Debris continued to fall. The creature regarded this unexpected turn of events. It patiently waited for my next move, seemingly unconcerned with the fire around us. Come on, what are you waiting for? Cornered insect. How desperate you are to surrender your friend like that. But it was a mercy. You spared her a more gruesome fate, and yet you stay here alone. Are you so ignorant of the suffering I'll put you through? If you are wise, you'd follow your friend into that painting. I'm not running this time. If you're gonna kill me, then just get on with it. The creature moved in, bringing a wall of fire with it. I wondered if the heat had affected my judgment. I felt lightheaded but continued to stand strong, drawing the strength from an unknown source. The beast towered over me. It was ready to strike, and it was right where I needed it to be. I kicked the painting across the floor. It slid smoothly on the ceramic tiles and whizzed past the creature. It looked back in confusion. Now, Anita, get out, run! The creature turned back to me, fury burning in its eyes. It dug a clawed fist into my neck and pulled me in close. You think you can save her? Stupid little insect. It doesn't matter whose life I claim. Yeah, this isn't good. The creature lifted me by the neck. Its claws began to tighten. I opened my mouth to scream, but only a gurgle escapes. My legs kick out in an attempt to fight the creature off. Dangling there, I felt powerless. I was out of ideas. This time, there was no escaping death. It was everywhere I looked. Every corner of the house was enveloped in a sheet of fire. It was a race between which end can claim me first. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw something move. Behind the beast, a silhouette rushed forward. Anita held the painting high in the air. With renewed vigor, she brought it down over the monster. Something shocking happened as the beast suddenly vanished into the painting when Anita slammed it over the monster. A terrifying wail erupted around us. Why didn't that work when I did it? Come on, let's go. Anita helped me to my feet. I struggled to catch my breath. Anita put an arm around me and began ushering me to the exit. Wait! I pointed to the painting on the floor. Anita read my mind and dashed over to toss it into a burning wall of fire. The painting lit up instantaneously. A shrill scream echoed, split through the roaring flames. Somewhere, we knew the creature was dying. We wasted no time lingering and left the house. I mean, we survived, I guess? Once outside, we turned back to watch the blaze that stood and consumed everything. Only the black skeletal structure of the house was visible. Nothing could survive a fire like that. We saw it with our own eyes. The demon was destroyed along with the painting. Anita and I share a look. Words could not explain what we had just been through. Somehow, we both lived through this nightmare. Well, we did it, right? It took only half an hour for the firefighter. It took half an hour for the firefighters to arrive. I was like, only? When they put out the blazing inferno, the house was nothing but rubble. Only whispers and ashes remained. An ambulance came to take me away. I was unresponsive to their questioning. They understood and let me have my silence. In time, they will be asking questions. They had all the time in the world. A team of investigators scoured the wreckage for any survivors. As expected, there was nothing to be found. But there was something peculiar about the site. Some of the investigators believed it was some prank, that someone must have tampered with the investigation and secretly gained access to the site. For among the ruins, they found something strange. Is it going to be the sister's body? No! Out of all the destruction, this one object had been found in great condition. No one knew where it came from, and no one knew of the destruction it caused. Okay. I don't think that's the best outcome. Ending 25, 2 survivors. Okay. I don't think that's the best ending, but like I said, I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here because I want it to be something that you guys check out as well. I mean, give it a try. It's a great game. It's a great visual novel. There are so many different things that could happen. And I'm wondering if there's supposed to be a way that we can save, was it Hannah, the sister, as well as survive this entire onslaught. But I don't want to, take away from the creators, I guess, like wishes. And we did get quite a few endings. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next time AMJ. Let's play.